Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out RoboPhobik. This game was developed and published by Haruenko Entertainment and releases on February 12th, 2021. We don't quite have a price yet for this game, but I do want to talk about it a little bit, give you my opinion, and let you know what I think about the game. So this game has a very simple concept: move and die, or move and don't die. So all of the enemies you see on the screen here react when you move. So if you move or use an action button, they move. But if you stop moving, they will not move or do anything to you. So you have to constantly manage movement around the world, or the levels and stages that you encounter, while also being mindful of the enemies that are in pursuit of you. What makes it really interesting is even after you destroy the existing enemies, you are presented with new enemies after their little reset bars do trigger. So if you look below, you can see the little countdown below the squares where they pop out. After that many moves, another one will pop out. So you can't just willy-nilly just run around as much as you want. You need to be very mindful of all the actions that you take. And a lot of the levels will introduce varying concepts from, just walking around and trying to save specific targets to trying to trigger certain, points where you're trying to open levers, save enemies, anything like that. And you're also presented with a variety of weapons. I think the game has over 10 different weapons, 6 unique characters that you can play as well as just the various encounters that you're going to come across while you're playing. So you have to make the smart decisions. When do you worry about a certain enemy over another? And at what point do you waste all your time going down a certain path while trying to make sure things work out for you and your current approaches? Maybe you need to, go back and retrace your steps to defeat an enemy, or maybe you just need to absolutely fail at what you're trying to do and just restart altogether. You don't know because you have to constantly figure out, because the enemies are constantly just adjusting. So it makes it very interesting. Now, one thing I really enjoy about this game is the opportunity to get these new weapons. So the shotgun here is actually one of my favorite weapons in the game because it makes it very easy to kill certain enemies because it'll bulk spray them but also kick them back from you. So as you run around the game and get these more powerful overbearing weapons, it is kind of nice to know that you're not always just going to be stuck in one fight and not have any chance in the world at defeating your enemies. Now, you will encounter many times when you get stuck in an area and you just have nowhere else to go, so you may have to fail, rinse, repeat, and try again many times before you complete an area. Now, the way the game makes it a little easier on you is you do have these opportunities to pick up, health packs or rating points to level up, so you can level up all your characters and make them a lot stronger while you're progressing throughout the game, because every time you kill an enemy you'll unlock XP, which then allows you to continue leveling up and working your way toward defeating the enemies. Now, while you are moving around, you do need to be very mindful of every enemy that is in front of you, because everything wants to constantly kill you. So sometimes you have to pick your battles and choose to let a certain weaker enemy maybe be the thing that causes you to fail or get shot at, or maybe you have to completely adapt your strategy or just fail altogether just to get things done because the way you're going just isn't going to work. And I really like the mechanic of this game. It's a puzzle game that's not a puzzle game, if that makes any sense at all, because you are constantly having to refigure out your patterns. But in the end, the game's going to do whatever it wants to do. You're not going to make its mind up for you. You're going to have to figure out and fail and succeed many times while playing this game. And sometimes failing and succeeding is just not knowing where to go or walking down the wrong paths. Or maybe you need to completely play a whole level all over again. So right now on this level, for example, I'm trying to find the right way to open this door to proceed to rescue the additional guys. But because I've made the wrong decisions and didn't go down the right paths, I now have hordes of enemies that are just trying to kill me, and I don't know where to go or really how to complete out this level, so I have to double back my tracks. And frankly, that's probably going to get me killed. And that's the unknown when it comes to this game. You don't know if the decisions you're making now are the right decisions or if they are the wrong decisions. So you have to spend a lot of trial and error, so to speak, making your own paths and really figuring out what's going to get you to the end objective. Now, the game gives you a base weapon that's basically the same thing every time you play, but that's only going to do so much for you as you're trying to run away and manage your health bar, try not to die, and just hope to get to the end. There's, I think, 8 or 9 different levels of the game that you're going to run through, varying bosses that you're going to encounter, just so many things that the game just keeps throwing new things at you, as well as it has a very comical and quirky storyline while you're playing. So it's really interesting. I almost like the little weird, subtle kind of romantic story that the characters are trying to have with each other while trying to just progress through the game. And right now, as you can see on screen, I'm in a very bad situation. Odds are I'm probably going to die here. And that's cool because I don't know what I'm going to do on my next playthrough. Am I going to make it? Am I going to fail? I don't know. We'll just have to rinse and repeat and see what happens. But if you guys want to give the game a shout out for yourself, we will have a link down in the description where you can learn more about the game. At the time of this recording, we don't have any links to actual store pages, unfortunately, but I do hope you'll be able to research and find some more information out on the game, and when it does release, you'll be able to find the game in the new release section on the Xbox store. As far as anything else beyond that, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. If you do want to pick the game up, like I said, check it out once it releases. If I have to give this game any type of a rating, I'm going to give this game a solid, 7 out of 10. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It can be quite frustrating for those of you who are not quite used to this kind of game when it comes to the learning curve and really figuring out what to do and where to go. So you will need a little bit of patience in that department. So if you are not a very patient person or a fan of puzzle games, this might not be the game for you. But nonetheless, I'll let you make that own decision on your own time. Otherwise, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Give us a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe if you haven't, and join our Discord to try to win some awesome games. We do giveaways all the time. Outside of that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.